Hey, what's up, family? I want to welcome you to February. Yep, that's right. It's the love month, right? So we want to dive into dating. Yes, for the month of February, we will deal with dating. Now, listen, we won't answer all the questions, but we want to cover some things that'll help you date a little bit better. So check this out. Some of you are already dating. Some of you want to date, but your parents won't let you. Others have it on the mind, but they won't say nothing about it because they don't know how to move forward with it. So check this out. We're going to try to help you out, right? So this is what I need. Parents, this is not the time to avoid the conversation. This is not the time. Middle schoolers and high schoolers are seeing things, engaging in things much earlier than what we did, right? So we would rather church teach them about dating and sex and those topics rather than the culture and the streets. So listen, now is not the time to go into hiding. Watch the videos with your children, and as they have questions, be there to help support them with answers, right? So check this out. This is video 1. We're going to dive into the video, and I'll be right back.
I was raised on a Christian basis, and I've been going to church all my life. There was a point in my life where I thought that since I've been in church so long and I thought that I knew everything, that I pushed God aside, and I thought that I could do it on my own. I struggled with pornography, especially like on the internet, and I thought that, I thought that I was a guy and that, all guys did that. I started realizing that it was a problem when it started to become more of an addiction where it was happening every day. When I was 14, going on 15, I put myself in a situation with another girl. I had sex. We didn't date at all. I didn't think she was that attractive even. My parents would tell me all the time that God takes sex very serious, that it was so supposed to be saved for marriage. And in the moment whenever I finished having sex, that I felt horrible. I felt like I was living a lie. I just wanted everybody else to believe that I was fine with my faith in God. There was a lot of times that I wished that I wasn't a Christian. I wished I wasn't accountable to my actions. I still struggle with purity issues. Sometimes when I see a really hot girl at the mall, where she's wearing something that's very revealing, it's really hard, to not think about how good does she look when she's naked. I feel like that I've let down God because I knew that it was wrong, and I did it anyway.
All right, what you think? What you think? Drop something in the comments. Tell me what you think. So we have John. John is a male, and he was struggling with something many males struggle with, and that's the issue of pornography. Well, let me backtrack. Females also struggle with it too. When I found that out, it was a shock. But yes, so he struggled with pornography, sex, etc., and not being able to control his flesh. Right. So he pretty much grew up in a Christian home, but he set God on the back burner and dove into the things that pleased his body, right? So when it comes to dating, John did the same thing many of us have done and some are still doing. We fail to set boundaries, right? And one of the mistakes we make during dating is treating dating like it's marriage, right? Marriage is not the same as dating, right? When you're married, yeah, you should date, but that's another topic. But dating is not marriage. And watch this. The Bible is really clear. You shouldn't have sex before marriage. True. But it's much deeper than that. It's deeper than not trying to do what everybody else is doing. It's much deeper than that. It's about loving God. It's about loving yourself and others. And setting boundaries will help you do that better. You still may not be perfect, but when you set boundaries, It protects you from letting things on your heart that shouldn't be there, things in your heart that shouldn't be there, right? It's about loving God. It's about loving yourself and loving others and respecting others as you would respect yourself and God. Check this out. Romans chapter 6, verse 13 says this, and do not offer any parts of it to sin, talking about your body, as weapons for unrighteousness, but as those who are alive from the dead. Offer yourselves to God, and all the parts of yourselves to God as weapons for righteousness. Listen, when you begin to look at your total being, your whole body, mind, body, and soul, when you begin to look at yourself as God's possession, like everything about you belongs to him, when temptation comes, you can fight it just a little bit better. Right? Knowing that you belong to him. Watch this. You don't even belong to your parents. Your parents are responsible for overseeing you while you're on this earth. But in the end, you belong to God, right? So everything about you should go to him. You should submit yourselves, your bodies as instruments of righteousness to serve God and be holy. And when you look at yourself like that, because you're linked to God, you've been intimate with God, then you won't downgrade or disrespect those that you're dating, right? And so I thought this was key in moving forward with February, because what I do know, out of all of my years in youth ministry, February is a tough month for some. Some of you want boyfriends, some of you want girlfriends, and you're willing to do anything to be coupled and linked up, couple goals with somebody that don't even add up to who you are and who God has called you to be. Love yourself, live for God, and offer your body to him as a living sacrifice, and watch him make a way for you to live holy, honorable, and respectable. Your time will come, but it may not be right now. Hey, set those boundaries. Until next week, we'll see you soon.